Hey guys, Jesse here. This is mostly a video response to Jack Clark, the YGOmusketeer, about the deck list I posted for him to take a look at. And I have a little messy sticky note here of notes I took on your video that I wanted to answer questions and comments about. First of all, thank you so much for the WAD ruling on the end phase thing, MST thing I was talking about. You're totally right. I don't know how I missed that, but not a big deal. Anyway, yeah, you can still MST stuff after getting a direct attack in the face from WAD because his effect ends in the end phase. But anyway, moving on. Let's talk about, let's see, Max C. I do have kind of the resources to get cards. I'm sorry. I do have a job, and that's how I pay for cards. I was also lucky that I got the Max C's back when they were, I got two of them for like $24 or $25. And then after Billy Break won YCS again, they skyrocketed to the now $60 I believe that they're sitting on. So lucky for me, I got them before. As far as my other cards, I got most of my cards through good trades and also eBay bidding. Bidding on eBay is excellent. I have gotten so many cards much cheaper than they actually are because I was just a diligent bidder on eBay. And every now and then you go to bid and you lose a lot of auctions on eBay, but then eventually you get exactly what you wanted because no one noticed it for some reason and you win it and it's great. So that's how I got most of my cards. I didn't pay full price for almost any of my cards. That's that. But Maxi is amazing in the deck. I used the deck again today against my friend's Junk Doppel, and man, it's just, oh, the Maxis and the Sangan are just nuts in the deck. I mean, it's ridiculous. Especially when you have a Threatening Roar already set. You're going to be totally fine no matter what they do. And then you Maxi, draw a bunch of cards, Threatening Roar, and then you just go nuts. So it's a fantastic addition to the deck. Next here, Watt Cancel. I do use the one Watt Cancel. I really like the card. I don't like running more than one because of the fact that I don't like ditching the Watts from my hand because they're what I fall back on. You know, you use Cobra's effect to get Watts that you fall back on if Cobra gets destroyed or anyway. I do like the one Watt Cancel because I just like more options to stop those devastating synchro plays and also to get like Thunder King and Blackluster Soldier and Hyperion off the field. So it's just something that stops, you know, boss monsters from getting played. And just having the other option besides warning is great because it's basically like having 3 warnings, but you don't pay 2,000 life points. So it's really excellent. I like it a lot. I do like running the one. I wouldn't run more than one because, you know, space in the deck, as you know, is really tight. And also because I just don't like ditching more than 1 Watt from my hand for the cost of the effect. So, but it's a great card. I really recommend keeping it in there. Also, let's see. You mentioned, let's see, the extra deck. How often do I get Synchros out? Not too often, actually. I kind of play it almost like Tech Genis, where you use the extra deck like a toolbox. You only Synchro and Exceed when you have to or you know you're going to get game. So if they have 1 card in their hand, 1 on the field, and I can go for game, I'll probably go Trishula because I'll have game. Or I'll have enough field presence and like Monster Boar and Call the Haunted, and I'll, you know, get Valor, attack with Giraffe so they can't activate anything, use Trishula, and then attack for game. So I usually use the extra deck as something to attack for game. Or if I need to get around something really annoying, or sometimes if I want a Sangan search, I'll summon Valor, get Armory Arm, attach to a Giraffe, and then run over something, or attack directly with the boost, with a power boost, things like that. I go into Utopia pretty often, just pretty much to save my ass and no other reason really. But I don't use my extra deck too much. I only use it when I have to. It's just a toolbox. So, but I do make the Trishula play quite often. I would say that's probably the most, is Trishula, Cataster, and Utopia are the most common plays I'll go for. Or even if I'm doing a synchro, I'll even go Librarian, so it keeps them from synchroing. They don't have Max C or Effect Veiler. Other than that, I don't use it very much, as you mentioned also. Let's see, Shining Angel. I don't like Shining Angel. I just don't like it. I don't like that you have to ram to get the effect. I don't think it's a very good top deck. And it's really slow. I feel it's too slow. You have enough searching power with dragonflies and cobras, and I have enough protection with swords and messenger and stuff that I don't really need the Shining Angels to get the watts. In fact, every duel I almost always get at least one dragonfly or one cobra, and that's all you need to really get going, especially the cobra. You get the cobra and you're good to go. As well as the dualities. As you run dualities too, they really, really help. They usually open like five spells or something in a duality. Five traps and a spell in a duality. And then you get your watt and you're good to go. You set a threatening roar and activate a messenger piece, and it's just you coast. The double Starlight Road really helps also. So I don't like Shining Angel. I just don't feel that he's necessary. But you don't have Max C's, so I mean, you don't have Max C's. I have to think the deck over and see what else you could run besides Shining Angels and Max C's. You could go the anti-meta version, and you could main D-Fissures. It's also a really powerful combination. If you think about it, it does ruin most top decks in the meta right now. The Tengu Synchro needs Graveyard Presence really bad. Agents, Dark Worlds. Dark Worlds, it just wrecks Dark Worlds. So you can game one, you'll do really well against Dark Worlds. Other than that, I don't like Maxi. I don't like Shining Angel. I just don't feel he's a good addition to the deck. It's just too slow. But hey, if it works for you, that's great. Like I said, I just personally don't like it. Swords and Messenger, you're absolutely right. They are total magnets for MSTs, and it increases my opponent's chance of playing heavy. Sometimes I like that. I run double Starlight Road for a reason, and I do usually play swords and then set a Starlight Road, and then they'll go heavy thinking that it's a warning or something, and then I get the Stardust, and then the sword stays there. Most people that I've been dueling, even on Dueling Network, do not run 3 MSTs, because you just don't have room for 3 MSTs. So I'm not really worried about getting MST'd right away, and also because of the threatenings and the warnings and the cancel and the Veiler, I'm not too afraid of them getting whacked early. And also, like you said, they waste their resources getting rid of Messenger of Peace and such. Things like Gravekeepers and like Breaker, I have the Veilers for that, hopefully. Other than that, that's a pretty difficult matchup, the Gravekeeper matchup, only because they have the D prisons and they can pop all your stuff. But honestly, nobody's playing Gravekeepers right now. It's not that much of a problem. Besides, you side the MSTs, or I side the MSTs at least. So I don't see them being too much of a problem. And you could also side out the Messengers against Gravekeepers game 2 for Wabakus, and that'll really help. So that's what I would do. But I do love the Messenger and the Swords. Help so much. I was really against it at first, and my friend Justin, we're like Yu-Gi-Oh partners, I suppose. He is the one who strongly suggests that I run it, and I do not regret it whatsoever. Let's see. Okay, that's it. I think that's all the questions you had. That's all I have here written down. I had a question. Side deck. I would really like to see your side deck if you wouldn't mind showing it. I don't blame you for not showing it. If you are taking it to YCS and stuff, I wouldn't blame you for not showing your side deck. But I would really like to see your side deck, or at least what you think of mine. I try to put it against, what's in the meta right now. That's pretty much my whole focus on the side deck. If you would like a further explanation, I could do a small video on specifically why I really strongly pick side deck cards. My favorites in the side deck are probably the Fossil Dynas and Chaos Trap Hole, because it just wrecks agents in Dark Worlds, and Fossil Dyna is Fossil Dyna. I mean, he just wrecks. He's great. He's kind of like my little Royal Oppression. Another thing you mentioned here. Oh, budget Dark World. I do actually have a friend of mine who plays a budget Dark World deck, and it's actually very competitive. I have it here actually. I'm probably gonna do a profile on it tonight because it's actually really good. It's a really good deck. It's a little inconsistent sometimes because that's Yu-Gi-Oh. Sometimes you get really inconsistent hands, but I mean it's very budget. The most expensive card in here is Dark Smog, and he only got it because he was able to trade for it, basically, or I was able to trade for it for him, and he has the one Dark Smog. And that's about it. Everything else is about the deck is very, very budget. He got the drag downs early before they went crazy high, so the drag downs really helped the deck. And then he mains things like Armageddon Knight, Gateway to Dark World, Escape from the Dark Dimension is excellent in this deck. It's fantastic. Other than that, it's very, very, very budget, and I will probably wind up doing a profile on it tonight. Anyway, I also have to do a friggin' trade binder update. I haven't done one in so long. I should really do a trade binder update because I do have some pretty awesome cards I can trade. I don't have any Max Cs, unfortunately. I just have the two. If I had any more, I would definitely trade them to you. Being a WOT player, you know, I'd give you some priority on some trades. But I think that answers all your questions. If I didn't answer anything, let me know. You can comment down below, and I will answer your questions and comments. But I would really like to see your side deck, please. That would be awesome if I could take a look at your side deck and what you think of mine. And yeah, I think that's all I've got. So if I missed anything, let me know. And thank you again for the inspiration for the deck and for responding to my video. I really appreciate it. I'll try and put a link to YGOmusketeer, Jack Clark's channel down below. He's a great player. He has good content. He's a good guy. So thank you for watching.